Okay. Okay, welcome to our record book Panhandle Poultry Project Zoom meeting, virtual club meeting. I have a few that are coming in as I talk, so if I automatically just stop mid-sentence, I am probably admitting somebody from the waiting room because the meeting has a waiting room. So I will go ahead and put this address into the chat so that you can have it. Also, if you search um, Panhandle Poultry Project and you could put in UF, like for the University of Florida, or Florida in there, and it should pull it right up. Now, in the Panhandle, we have had in the past a Panhandle Poultry Club. So their website will pop up as well. But as far as I know, they're not active right now. So the Panhandle Poultry Project, the three P's is what we're looking for when if you have to go to Google and you can't remember this website. So when you get to the website, you'll see the little baby chicks and it looks like this. And then this is our menu, this green area here. And so you're just going to click record books and it will take you to the record book page. Now, we have totally revamped our record book. So if you've done a record book in previous years, just know that the record books are have been totally rewritten, not totally rewritten, but we've revamped them. And you'll understand what I mean here in just a second. So for one thing, you'll notice we have two links here. One is going to be for our younger participants record book. And then the other link is going to be for the older participants record book. Now, you may notice that junior, intermediate, and senior all have the same record book. And that is because junior, intermediate, and senior, now it's one record book. I'm going to go through the record book for you with you guys tonight so you can see what exactly I'm talking about and kind of give you a better understanding. I would recommend that everybody print your record book now. I'm going to say that again. Everybody print your record book now. This is going to be a not fun experience if you're staying up till 10:30 the night before record books are due, stressing over when did you buy your baby chicks or what day did they hatch? And I can't find any receipts for any of the uh, stuff that I'm trying to do. And it's just not going to be a fun experience. So print your record book now. Look at it, look through it. I will tell you the revamp that we did has reduced the amount of pages significantly. So this is, I'm going to click on Cloverbud record book for you guys we'll start with looking at that for my Cloverbuds. Now remember our Cloverbuds are 5, 6, and 7-year olds for 4-H age. This is what our first page looks like. It's what we call the signature page. So you're going to get your signature, your parent signature, and either your 4-H agent or your Panhandle Poultry Project club leader signature on here. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to scroll back up to this real quick where it says record started. If you don't get your baby chicks till October 15th, that's when your record started. Even though the project started September 1, when your baby chicks hatch and you obtain them, that's when your record is going to start. Everybody's should end the same time in March, but when it started is when it started for you. Okay. So the next screen on here is going to be when did you get your chicks? Where did you get your chicks? How many did you get? That sort of thing. This is very basic stuff. The next is expenses for equipment. So equipment is going to be waterers, feeders, nest boxes, chicken coop, that sort of thing. If you bought a thing to put your eggs in when they start laying, all that sort of stuff, a feed scoop, that's going to be your equipment. The next is going to be your feed. So now I get this question a lot, and this will go for all ages. I am often asked, if we have chickens and then we also got chicks, do we have to separate out the feed cost and try and figure out how much the chicks are eating versus, or maybe we have meat birds that aren't part of this project and we're feeding everybody the same. Just when you buy a bag of feed, write it down in here. Okay. So, uh, we want to see that you've bought more than 50 pounds of feed over a 5 month period, but you probably shouldn't have 250 pounds of feed or 400 pounds of feed. Depends on how many chickens you have. I understand that. Okay, so the next one, this is going to be our Cloverbud story. So this is how many years as you've been a Cloverbud? How many meetings have you attended? What have you learned? Um, how did you take care of your chicks? Favorite thing, least favorite thing about 4-H, and then if there's anything else you want to add, this little blank half a page is for you. And then we have an area for your pictures. And this is old school. So you're going to print out pictures and tape them to this page and then describe, like this is the day I brought my chicks home, or this is the day they started hatching. You're just going to put a little description in there. And we've left you a spot for about 4 pictures. Okay. So that is our Cloverbud record book. Are there any questions I may answer about the Cloverbud record book? I don't hear anybody, so I'm going to go on. All right, so the next link down is our junior, intermediate, and senior record book. And I'm going to scroll to the front of the page. Now, again, this is going to be your signature page, just like with the Clover Buds, very similar. The only main difference here is you're going to enter if you're a junior, an intermediate, or a senior. Okay. Then the next page is going to talk about how much did you get your chicks for? Where did you get your chicks? If you hatched them, you can, where it says unit cost, you can just put hatched. And if you actually bought them, you can list that here. I understand that you may have more than 4 different varieties of chicks if you went in there and just got one of everything, which, if you like them, get one in every color, right? So I can understand if you have more than 4 different breeds, but just pick the 4 that you have. There's no judgment if you have more than 4. So fill those 4 lines out if you have that many. Again, your next section here is equipment expenses. This gives you an example that's feeder, supplies, medicine, any veterinary care. Lord willing, you wouldn't have to do that. A coop, nest boxes, feed scoops, toys for your chickens, anything like that is going to go here. And then expenses for feed, that is going to include your chick starter, your grower, your if you go buy soldier fly larvae or mealworms for them, you would put that in here, anything like that. And again, if you have multiple ages of chicks or multiple chickens, just pull out your chick stuff. So like right now I have chicks and I have laying hens. They eat different things. So I would pull out my starter grower and just put that on there. Now you don't have to check out separate when you're at the Tractor Supply or wherever you go, but you can just add that in there, and at the end you can put a copy. I think we ask for a copy of your receipts. Now, income this is going to be, and we put a little note on here for you. If you show your chick somewhere and you win prize money, that's called premium. Okay. So you would record that here. Also, if you have, at toward the end of the project, if you get up and some neighbor decides, hey, I really like how you're doing chicks, Caroline, I want to have some of those pullets. Do you have any extra pullets you want to sell? Because everybody wants to buy a pullet. And so you might sell one or two of your little baby hens, your pullets, and you can record that cost here. So this is where your income will be. Uh, we have one 4-H'er who had bought some chicks that she really wanted a particular breed, and then she also hatched some chicks. So now she is learning what chicken math is, and so she's got a little more chickens than she had anticipated. So she at this point she could sell the extra chickens that she doesn't want, or maybe in 4 or 5 weeks she could sell the ones that she doesn't want. If she finds out, that some of them are not pullets, she could get rid of those cockerels. Now, at the end here where it says value of laying hens, we put a $20 purchase price, but depending on your hen, you may change that to $30, just depending on what breed you have. So if you have a laying hen, going rate's about 20, $25. I haven't bought a hen. I haven't needed to for a very long time. So I'm not exactly sure what they're going for, but if you know that you could get $40 for one of your hens, you can change that value there. That's fine. Now, our final project summary has on here where it says expenses for your stock. This box here, that is going to come all the way up from this box here. And then your total that you have there is going to come for a poultry stock equipment. Then you're going to add up all your expenses. Do not leave these blank. So for instance, let's say you come into this project and Ava, you had chickens last year and you have a coop, you have a feeder, you have a waterer, you have a feed scoop, you have a feed barrel, you have a nest box. You don't need to buy anything. In this box, if you leave it blank because you don't need this box, you're going to lose points. So when it's judged, so what I would write in this box is either a little sentence that says, did not purchase any, I'm in the feed section, sorry, did not purchase any equipment because I already had everything from my project in years past. But don't leave it blank, okay? And then your feed total is going to come down here, and then you're going to have your income if you sell any of your birds, if you have show earnings, or if you sell any of your eggs. So maybe you get your birds and they're laying before our show on March 28th, and you start, your neighbor starts giving you a couple $3, $5, whatever you want for your eggs. And you could add that in there. Okay. So then what you'll do is you're going to take all the money you spent in this project to buy chickens and feed and coops and all that, and you'll put that here. And then you're going to subtract how much money you made. And if you spent more than you made, then you have a loss. Or if you are coming into this project as a second year person, possibly, and you didn't have the expenses of the coop and the feeder and the water and all that sort of stuff, then you would have possibly an income. It could happen. It's seldom that people have an income from chickens. It's really just something fun to do. Now, this is something new for our record books. In years past, we had a baby chick record book, and then we had what we called a production record book. Okay. So if you have chicks from last year's project and they are laying, you can use this sheet to record how many eggs you get every day. All right. Now, the birds that you have now will probably not start laying until February or March. Okay. So today is October, I believe it's the 2nd. Yes. So this is our little box here. So if you got any eggs today, you would write that number in this little box. Tomorrow, it's going to be this little box. Does that make sense to everyone? So you'll have Each little box is, and of course, September, there's only 30 days. So, but we just did this as a grid for you to make it easy. So this is taking place of our production record book. So this is going to be, if you have any egg production, you would put that in here. Now, we have project pictures. Again, you're going to print your pictures out, and then you're going to write a little something. This says at least 3 pictures, kind of the beginning, the middle, and the end of your project. And we've got room really for about 4 pictures. Now, with our juniors, intermediates, and seniors, this last page is a little survey to let us know how you feel about this project. So at the end of it, you're going to take this little animal science survey, and it basically it'll give us an idea of what you've learned, because that's the key through all of this is we're going to learn by doing. So we're raising these chicks so that we can learn responsibility, and we can learn record keeping, and we can learn that sometimes when there's snow on the ground, we still have to go outside and feed our chickens, that sort of stuff, so that we can learn all of that. And that is the end of our record book for our juniors, intermediates, and seniors. And so I'm going to just click backwards real quick to our website. So this care and nutrition is what we covered last month. If you did not see that, you can go back, and we will hopefully soon have the YouTube video on there of the last Zoom meeting. If you were unable to, I'm going to just switch gears real quick, if you will allow me to do that. If you were unable to be here for that meeting, I can real quick, I think, put this in the chat for you. Okay, perfect. Copy link. I'm going to throw this video link in the chat. So that is the YouTube link of last month's How to Care for Baby Chicks. And I just want to take a moment to see if there are any questions that I might answer from anyone. Go ahead.
Um, so what happens if they're like laying eggs? What would we do if we got a blue laying egg chicken?
Okay.
What?
Okay, so if one of your chicken lays a blue egg, is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would mean that the breed of chicken that you have is probably what's called an Americana. And I think a cream leg bar also lays a blue egg. So it just depends on what breed that you have. That determines what color their eggshell is. Do you know what breed y'all are raising?
Well, we've got a bunch of chickens. We haven't got chicks for this yet. So
okay.
we've already got a bunch.
We have like a bunch of chickens and a bunch of eggs already.
Okay, but
So
we're gonna get this is the one
know.
we're gonna get new chicks for.
Yeah.
So if you want blue eggs, we'll get a blue egg chicken.
Yes. So if you get blue eggs, if you want blue eggs and you're going to get a blue egg chicken, get an Americana. And the reason for that is because at the end of this project, the show will actually be judged based on APA standards. You can get a cream leg bar, but stay away from any bird that is called an Easter egger. So a bird that is called an Easter egger is actually a mixed breed chicken, which they're great and they're going to lay beautiful eggs. But what we're doing for this project is not only egg laying in production, we also want to do the show side of it. So the American Poultry Association only recognizes purebred chickens. And so the Americana is one that is recognized, and they're actually not bred for their color. So they have no set variety. Really, you can have any color of the Americanas. But the cream leg bars, you can usually get those. They're not too rare. And they're kind of cool because they have a little um, funny shape on their head. It's not really like a Polish has a top knot, but they've got a little feathered thing going on up there.
So is it like feathers and like right here there's like nothing?
Oh no, they have something. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of one real fast for you,
Wait,
um, and share it to the screen. Bear with me just 1 second, because it's really kind of hard to explain. All right, so are you able to see that?
Oh yeah.
So
So
they
is it
have,
like
if we go to images, they have just like a little
that looks like a
thing.
van,
It's like a little floof back there.
but
Um,
like a
and
big
yeah, and see, they've got blue eggs.
oh. A bantam lays blue eggs?
no, that's not a bantam. Those are a lot bigger.
Really?
So, yeah, so cream leg bars is what they're called. But you
Oh,
can also get an Americana.
Wait, so what were those ones?
that was a cream leg bar.
Cream leg bar, and this is an Americana, and you'll notice they're bearded. So they have a big bunch of feathers underneath their neck here. Uh, and so they're bearded is what that's called.
I'll shave that off.
So you
No.
can see they've got a
I like
see
this one.
this black one here's got a big old beard. So um
Thanks.
so that those are just oh, and here's a little, they are a recognized breed and they are a hybrid chicken.
So
So they will lay really good eggs and lay those different colored eggs for you, but you're not going to be able to show them at uh the Panhandle Poultry Show,
Say okay.
the Easter eggers. So you want to get something, if that's what your goal is, then you could look up chickens that lay blue eggs, and I think there's a couple more breeds that lay blue eggs as
Yeah,
well.
we want some blue eggs. We don't have any blue eggs with our chickens, so that's their goal.
We brown and tan.
Yeah.
Those are the only types.
Okay. All right. Let's.
All right, and Ayla has in the chat, I have some silver sea brights. Oh, it went away. I have some silver sea brights, but I'm not sure that they lay blue eggs. They are APA recognized. Ayla, is that what you're raising for the Panhandle Poultry Project? Silver laced sea brights, she says.
No, ma'am. Those are the ones that we got at the that we got prior to our hatching.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, chicken math. I'm sorry.
Yes,
So
chicken math.
chicken math. So Ayla had set some eggs for the breed that she was wanting, and then she got these the silver lace sea brights. And then
You don't have to type in the breed.
she had a really good hatch. So she is looking to rehome the silver lace sea brights.
Yes,
So
I have 5.
you have 5 of them. All right. And I'm going to share what they're looking like. Are y'all able to see what a silver lace sea bright looks like?
That's pretty.
Yes.
Now, these are a Bantam.
They were born the 1st of September.
Okay.
Just so they're within the timeline.
So this is what they will look like. And like I said, they are a Bantam. Sorry. So if you're interested in that, you can message Ayla on here on the chat, or you can get with me and I can get y'all connected. Were there any other questions that I may answer from anyone?
No, that's pretty straightforward.
Okay, yes, we have it. The record book has been pared down tremendously. I know Julia and Andrew participated last year, and um, I'm just fast Googling chickens that lay blue eggs and see what I can come up with. Um, cream leg bar, Americana. Yeah. Then they've got an Easter egger on here. And an azure. I've never heard of that. I'm going to put it in the chat. Azure. I'm not sure if that is an APA recognized or not. So those are the chickens that lay blue eggs. Americana is going to be your best bet. But here's the thing about Americanas that I will just warn you of. They lay blue, green, or pink eggs. So you may end up with hens that lay green or pink eggs and not the blue eggs that you want. So if you really, really, really after those blue eggs, I would hunt down some cream leg bars. That would be my recommendation for you. Okay. So Caroline, have you gotten your chicks yet?
We're actually going to be placing our order this weekend for right around a Halloween delivery.
Okay. Do you know what breed you're after?
We're looking at, we have kind of a wish list going so far. We're looking at a silver laced Wyandotte,
Okay.
chocolate Orpington, cream leg bar is on the list, an Exchequer Leghorn, and then a light brown leg bar. We have a lot of light brown leg bar.
No, the one before that, the Leghorn?
Exchequer Leghorn. So it looks like a checkerboard, like it's black and white and it's spotted, but it's a Leghorn. So that's kind of what we're going for. We did 11 chickens last year, one of which unfortunately passed. So we're trying to narrow it down, because if we do this for years to come, I'm going to end up with 60 hens out in the backyard. And
which there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's truly nothing wrong with that, but
chicken math.
Chicken math,
chicken math.
We already have a bit of a resort out there right now, so trying to expand upon that would be like our entire backyard, Prudence.
Yes. Okay. So just when you're looking on that, check with the APA certification. I've never heard of a checkered leghorn. I think that they may only be recognized in the white variety. But I will warn you, leghorns are very flighty. I mean, they can be tamed. I've seen it happen, but they are, for the most part, pretty flighty.
Okay,
I see that now.
You could Google it. My brother got one. He actually has a couple.
Is that coming out?
Are they flighty, or do you know if they're tame?
They're a little bit on the skittish side, but they're not too bad. He's been working with the yes, take it out of the oven. Sorry, we're cooking dinner as well. So he's worked with them in terms of letting them free range and socializing and things like that. But our girls that we do have right now are very, very social. So I think once they get into the mix, when they're of age, they'll be able to get in with the group pretty well. So all we have to do right now is open up our back door, and those girls are at the gate just waiting for us to come. So I think that
we should have a party ever before we check it out.
Hopefully be able to merge fairly well. Best guess.
Okay, so I'm on the Leghorn. I want standard. I see white, buff, black that are I'm going to share my screen real quick with you. Well, my word. Okay, so this is the large fowl leghorn that the American Poultry Association, APA, recognizes these 13. So you got rose and single comb, white, silver, light brown, dark brown, buff, red is single comb with a black tail, and then you've got rose and single comb black. So I don't see that X checker bar that and they're beautiful.
Right. Right. We're doing some for variety, but we're still trying to keep the others in terms of, like, I know an Orpington is on the list. I know that a Wyandotte is on the list. I know that, those ones are relatively, we're going for some kind of funky ones as well as, I'll call them generic. They're not generic. You know what I mean? Like, some on the list, some that are not, like, with it. We stuck with breeds that were very much on the list last year, with the exception of the Polish that we got.
Okay.
And Caroline was the one that showed the Polish last year.
The only Polish.
The only Polish actually that was in the show.
Oh, yes.
So
okay.
she did very well with that. So it's so we're picking some that we know that we can show with it, but then just kind of mixing it up with some fun different as well. So
okay. And Ava, do you have your chicks yet?
Yeah.
What breed did you get?
Bielefelder?
Bielefelder. Okay. Yeah, those are pretty easy because they're a sex linked at hatch. So you can know right off the bat if you've got a boy or a girl, which makes it nice. If you're not wanting to get boys and you only want girls. And Andrew and Julia, do y'all have your chicks yet?
Yes, ma'am.
We do.
What did y'all get? Andrew, what'd you get?
We got um Orpingtons, buff Orpingtons.
Okay. All of Julia, is that what you got too? Is that all what y'all got all together?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. They're brother and sister. That's why I'm asking the two of them at the same time. Okay. All right. Well, does anybody have any other Panhandle Poultry Project related questions? Okay, I'm going to be like a county commissioner meeting when they say hearing none. Oh, does he have a question?
Green.
Yes. Okay. Ask the question. Sorry.
How high would the leg
Leghorn.
fly?
How high would a leghorn fly?
They're worried about, because we have some of our bantams fly far away, and they're kind of asking what breed they need to be worried about being too flighty.
Well, when I said flighty, I should have said crazy. So they're very not tame. So like if you have bannies, there's a good chance they're pretty docile and tame, and you can walk up to them and pick them up. I mean, that's how my bannies are. And but leghorns are a little more standoffish, and they will run from you, and that sort of thing. That's what I meant when I said flighty. But if you can imagine, a banny does not have a whole lot of weight to pick up and fly, so they can fly a lot further than a heavy breed like a buff Orpington. I mean, they can fly enough to get onto a rooster up in a tree or something like that. But a banny will because they're smaller bodied, they can fly farther. Now, leghorns are a smaller frame body than your heavier breeds like Orpingtons and Australorps. And Jersey Giants, things like that. But yeah, your bannies are if you're used to seeing a banny fly, you're not gonna see that from a standard chicken.
As far as the band.
How,
Okay, let Bo ask
we
a
have,
question.
we
Wait,
have,
let Bo ask a
this is
question.
something completely different that he just said. How many,
Okay.
what type of chicken, lays the most eggs in one day?
Well, when they measure the amount of eggs that a chicken lays, they do it per year. Okay. So there's how many, do you know how many days there are in a year?
Yes, wait, 30,
Hmm.
30, 306, I think.
365. Okay. Except the leap year. So that's a lot of days, right? So what they'll do is they will, and if you Google some different chicken breeds laying rate, they will tell you, they may lay 200 eggs a year, which is a pretty good amount. Some lay 280. And I grew up on a chicken farm, and we raised ours for eggs. And so we had leghorns. And because they lay the most, my grandfather called them battery hens. They just constantly were laying eggs all the time. And so those are the ones that you usually will see. Now, if you're not wanting white eggs, you could go with some different breeds. And they have a lot of breeds that are mixed, like a hybrid crossbreed that are mixed with leghorns to boost how many eggs they lay. But for this show, you want to have the ones that are APA certified. So I put that link for the American Poultry Association in the chat as well.
So,
Okay, thank you.
okay, but like we have like Bantams too, and like the big Jersey Giants. It's crazy. Because in our
Because you
backyard,
got really, really big and really, really little, right?
We got a lot of different ones.
um,
Okay, last question.
I have one question. Why do other bigger chickens just pecking on the Bantams?
Okay, so there is such a thing as a pecking order. Have you ever heard of a pecking order?
Nope.
So the pecking order, and you're going to see this with your day old baby chicks when you get them as well. The baby chicks will establish who's in charge by pecking. So as you grow older, you might hear somebody say, well, it's just the pecking order because you've gotten bigger than your brother now, or you have a little baby brother that is the youngest, and he's low man on the pecking order. So they will peck at each other because that's how they establish dominance, meaning who decides who's in charge. Okay. So a big chicken is going to peck a little chicken because they're smaller. But depending on what kind of bantams you have, they may peck them right back.
Okay, wait. No, let's in the.
Wait, one more time. What
Okay,
if there
last
was,
question.
What if there was a baby chick? Would it peck a baby chick?
They will peck baby chicks. That's why you have to keep your baby chicks away from them for a while. So if you go to the Panhandle Poultry um, website where it says care and nutrition for the baby chicks, all the way at the bottom of that page, you scroll down, it talks about how to introduce your new chicks that you're raising for this project into the coop with your big birds. Because
that one?
say it again.
What tab is it where it talks about
Under care and nutrition.
Okay. Okay,
yeah.
last question.
So about the Bantams, the Bantams won't peck each other. Like the Bantams be nice to the other Bantam when they're like babies, they're not pecking.
Oh, well,
Like,
that's good. Yes, I have bantams too, and I prefer them, but they lay teeny tiny eggs, and it's hard to cook with teeny tiny eggs.
yeah,
So I have some regular standard chickens as well. Okay.
I say thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Are there any other questions I can answer? All right. Well, I'm going to call this meeting to an end, and we will see you next month. I'm going to pull up my calendar real quick. And our goal is to meet the first Thursday, and that is going to be November the 6th. So mark your calendar for November the 6th. And if you give me just a second, I will tell you what we will be covering on November the 6th. We will be going over our skillathon, which on the website, it's called testing your knowledge or test, something like that. So we'll be going over that and how to get ready for that test in the November meeting. Okay, so y'all have a good night, and I hope you get your baby chicks soon if you haven't already gotten them. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to your 4-H agent about this project. Thank you.